As soon as you think you know all the answers, Scott Frost changes the questions. As soon as I made that preview video featuring Nebraska and Iowa, Scott Frost announces at his press conference here on Monday that says Adrian Martinez is out due to a shoulder injury that he suffered in the first half against Wisconsin. First thing I want to talk about Adrian Martinez. Okay, and what he has done for Nebraska football. He's put them in a position to win a lot of games, and for one reason or another, they haven't been able to come out on top in a lot of these games. But man, what he was able to do, suffering that injury in the first half against Wisconsin, and then coming back and doing what he did in that second half, is nothing short of impressive. He's a gutsy kid. We know this already. He's extremely gutsy. He'll play through just about any injury. And you can tell, I think, why Scott loves him so much is because he's willing to do whatever it takes. And although he hasn't, and this team hasn't gotten out a lot of W's, they've been really close. And I know people are sick of hearing that. I know Husker Nation is sick of hearing that. But he's put them in a position to win a lot of the time. Other times he's taken them out of position to win, but today is not the day to criticize Adrian Martinez, I don't think, because maybe he's played his last game at the University of Nebraska. I'm sure I'll talk about that in the coming weeks. So the first thing I thought of were those thoughts on Adrian Martinez, kind of looking back at his career, thinking maybe this is the last game. But the second part, flipped to side B of that tape, and I got a little excited because there's been a lot of people, myself included, that have wanted to see what this Logan Smothers kid is all about, right? This 4-star quarterback, got some legs. You watch him in the spring game. He looked a little inaccurate, but it looked like he could move around quite a bit. And then you advance to the fall. He's gotten in a few of these games, and he seems to have looked better throwing the football. Scott Frost says he's looked better to him in practice. This builds my intrigue for this game. Now, a lot of people say, well, Scott Frost tipped his hand a little bit by announcing that Adrian Martinez is not going to be there. I mean, for Iowa, defensively, I don't think they know what to expect. Okay, they know Logan Smothers is going to trot out there the first possession of the game, but I don't know if that really tips your hand. Because I think you knew what you were getting when Adrian is in there. Now, even if you do know Logan is the guy, what kind of offense are you going to run? You got to think Nebraska and Scott Frost is going to mix up a few things to try to fit into Logan Smothers' skill set. I would be surprised if we don't see a lot of option. Okay, this seems to be an option-first kind of game. We don't know if we're going to see Ramir Johnson. Scott says the Jaquez Yant could finally make another appearance at running back for the Huskers. This is going to be a very intriguing game. Iowa's got a really good defense. But sometimes the unknown can really play a number, and that's what maybe Scott is looking to do, is he's looking to keep Iowa on their toes and maybe mix things up with Logan Smothers at quarterback. It should be very interesting. Like I said, there's been a lot of fans that have been saying, fans that maybe haven't been as happy with Adrian, saying, who's our backup? Logan, right? This is a highly touted guy. We need to give him a shot if things weren't working out. Now, Logan is going to have his shot. And here's kind of my second thought on Logan Smothers. This is your shot, kid, because when you look at the quarterback position for 2022, Adrian Martinez could come back for a super senior season. They could go to the transfer portal. It seems like those two options were the most talked about options. But stuck in the middle is little old Logan Smothers. Now is his chance to prove to people that say, hey, I can take the reins and I can lead this team to success in 2022. So if Logan goes out and he doesn't have a good game, right, throws a couple of picks, say he goes 10 to 24, 100 yards, whatever, say he doesn't have a good game, you got to think that the Nebraska coaching staff is going to remember that, and they aren't, I'm not saying they're not going to go in his direction in terms of the starting quarterback for next year, but it's going to make them less likely to want to work with him because Scott Frost is on a time clock. It's ticking, right? Trev Alberts, with the salary cuts and all the things that they've done here late in the season, has said, Scott, you got next year to figure it out. Figure it out. And I'm not sure if Scott Frost has time to let Logan Smothers mature. But if Logan Smothers goes out in this Iowa game and beats him, runs and throws all over him, that might elevate his case just a little bit. Now is your time, Logan Smothers. I'm excited to see what Logan can do. I'll admit, this has built my anticipation for this game. I have not said this publicly on this channel before. I am a Nebraska fan more than anything else. And I want to see, maybe Adrian gives you the best chance to win, but you want to see what you got in Logan Smothers. It's going to be a fun Black Friday, let me tell you that. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think? I want to leave your thoughts on Adrian Martinez's legacy. If this indeed is his last game at Nebraska, what's his legacy? Also, do you think Logan Smothers can lead Nebraska to a victory over a ranked Iowa team? Once again, leave your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.